Afternoon, everyone. This is Brother Chukuma. It's quite a long while right now that I haven't really talked on my channel for a long time. And let's hope you're gonna first appreciate the information I'm gonna give you. And I'm gonna ask you to subscribe and hit the like button so we can obviously get more people to support us and create a bigger movement, because it's really needed in our community, not just the conscious community, but I would say pretty much everyone. So I'd like to first say thank you for all the people who are following my shows and who have who obviously have followed us for quite a long while now and gave us some support in our lovely shop, Source of Life on 156 Stockwell Road. So thank you very much, and especially as well to the newcomers, which we have. I've created a WhatsApp group, and it's going pretty well. So thank you for all the people who are giving us some support on all our social media outlets. Thank you very much. And I wanted to address the issue today about the fear we have in our community of doctors, and some of the reason why we think that our own knowledge on certain things is more important than the doctors themselves, or scientific literacy as such. So we often hear, I'm not a doctor, but I. We often hear, I'm not an expert, but I. And that's not rational. So whatever you may say after being, I'm not a doctor, especially in the field of diseases, will have no importance whatsoever. In this world of social interaction, we are free to talk about different subjects. In fact, we are free to talk about pretty much whatever we want, and that's fine. But coming out from our social interaction, our opinions doesn't matter when it comes to facts, when it comes to educate ourselves about a subject. And for that, we can't just use the fruit of our imagination or the lovely time in the pub or the hairdresser we have in, sharing some lovely discussion amongst each others and trying to prove each other's right or wrong. Away from social interaction, our opinions don't really count. What counts really? It's facts, expertise, and knowledge around any subject you're talking about, according as well to your own training. So let's see, really. Let's see what it takes to become a doctor versus an herbalist. So let me get some of my little writings there. That's it. How do I train to be a doctor? There is 3 stages. Medical school, or obviously a university, which often you will have to be doing your course in a university. Foundation training, and then specialty training. Towards what? A medical degree, depending on the qualification you have before. So, before you are doing your medical school, you still have or need some relevant qualifications, right? So I'm going to repeat the 3 stages are medical school or university, foundation training, and then specialty training towards a medical degree, depending on the qualification you have before going to medical school. So it will take around 10 years to train as a GP and 14 years as a surgeon. I repeat, 10 years as a GP and 14 years as a surgeon, right? Versus the herbalist, you have right now a course online, intergratitudenutrition.com, that offers a herbalist course to become obviously an herbalist in 6 months. Okay? 6 months. For a medical herbalist course, a serious one, it will take, or it will last 3 years for medical herbalist courses. 3 years that is full-time, or 4 to 6 years part-time. However, many herbalists are self-taught. I've noticed, I'm sure that you probably noticed yourself, that many herbalists don't have any training or are not certified herbalists, but more self-taught. That's not a problem. My grandma was an herbalist, and she was self-taught. Growing up in Mauritius, it was really a pleasure to listen my grandma talking about her own experience. And one thing that she wishes for us is always to succeed. One of the reasons why in Africa, the Caribbean, and Mauritius, often our grandmas were using those natural herbs is because they couldn't access the hospital. So again, we love our grandmas, and they would have want best for us. They would have loved us to study medical course and to become doctors, not just only herbalists, right? So saying what I was told is from the elders, it's not necessarily good enough. We love and respect our elders, but they themselves would want best for us. They will want best for us. So herbalists are not trained in areas like physiology or nutrition, and are not licensed to prescribe medications or perform most treatment. You are limited to explain something or to recommend any product. And the DSHEA limits what you can discuss. So let us see what DSHEA stands for. The Dietary Supplement Health and Education Act. Products that are intended to supplement the diet and that contains herb or other botanical substances, amino acids, vitamins, minerals, dietary supplements such as tablets, capsules, gummies, teas, powders, energy drinks, nutrition bars, so on and so forth. But what they don't tell you around those supplements is that majority of them have not been studied in laboratory or researched well enough. And it's often via the placebo effect that we get a result. I'm not a doctor, but I recommend you this. I'm not an expert, but I recommend you this. They are talking about the benefits of those plants or benefit of those alternative therapies, crystals or whatever it is. Okay, but they are not talking about the side effects. And some of the side effects of what we call of those dummy treatments are nausea, vomiting, headache, constipation, sleepiness, and long-term complications are liver or other organ damage, reduced bone strength, fetal development abnormalities, risk of bleeding, and nervous system damage. So if you are taking those dummy treatment or supplements without eating well, without drinking enough, you're putting yourself in danger. That's why it's really good to go and see who the person which you don't like at all, because they have more education than you do, and or they've done more research than you do. It is to go and see the doctor. That's what you have to do. And you can still use those dietary supplement, and you still can have a great healthy lifestyle. However, in the 21st century, we can't just rely on old methods. We also have to use the modern time expertise or technology. I often told that, or I often tell that story to some of the people who come and see me for consultations. And I remember a friend of mine ask him, if right now you was crossing the road and had an accident, an unfortunate accident, would you wait or would you want an ambulance to come and pick you up quickly, or would you like a donkey to come and pick you up? And I laugh when that friend said he will choose the donkey over the ambulance. So we have to wake up. That's what's happening. Living in the past is not gonna help the growth of our communities. We have to understand the world we live in and stop listening to what I would call the TikTok generations, or social media pseudo-scientists who always say that they know everything. I call that the guru effect. If the master say, that must be true. That was during the time of Aristotle. So during the time of Aristotle, this great Greek philosopher, whatever Aristotle said must be not challenged. And Aristotle understanding of mass or mechanic, that when two objects falls, if one object is heavier than the other versus a lighter object, according to our observations, the heavier object is falling faster than the lighter one. And if you do an experience, this is really what you observe. So for hundreds of years, until Galilei, Aristotle was the main voice. And then when Galilei came about during the 17th century, with an experience of thoughts, he managed to challenge Galilei's observations, and that's when we thinking he went to La Tour de Pise, you know, that tower that is that a little bit in Italy. Don't remember again which city. I think in Rome, and people think he went up La Tour de Pise to throw objects and come to his theory. That's not how he did it. He used an experience in his own mind and put a heavy object and a lighter object together, attached to a string, to a small string, and then thoughts with his mind that when you throw, what's going to happen when you throw those two objects together. And obviously the heavier one fell, but the lighter one created a parachute on top of the heavier one, and that's when Galilei knew that when two objects fall, they fall at the same speed. Doesn't matter if they are light or heavy. The point that I am saying is that from Aristotle to Galilei, we have updated our informations. Humanity have updated its informations and started to use mathematics, physics. Later on with Darwin, a better understanding of biology to create the understanding of the world we have right now. And when we stuck in old-fashioned method, we are not updating our informations. And a lot of those pseudosciences are old-fashioned. It doesn't mean we have to throw them away. It just means that in this time, we have to change our mindset and give a little bit more credit to somebody that took time to learn and study their field more than I do, or more than what average people do. And instead of saying, I'm not a doctor, but I, or I'm not an expert, but I, instead of trying to challenge someone who has 10 to 14 years of knowledge on what they have studied, and you trying to challenge their knowledge in 5 minutes, that's not good enough. So we all have to work together in this time. Modern medicine and our traditional or holistic therapies can work together as long that we are not trying to say that I am the authority. I'm certainly not the authority. So I would love to thank everyone for listening to me, and I hope you enjoyed this conversation. Remember to pass it on to others. Subscribe to Source of Life channel and hit the like button, please. Thank you very much to everyone. Don't forget, we are at Source of Life 156 Stockwell Rd London SW9 90Q. I am soon as well gonna put a book out, which you're gonna find on Amazon, around the benefit of alkaline food, not in a complex way, not in a pseudo way, but with, I hope, relevant informations that will help you to feel better. This is Brother Chukuma. Thank you very much, everyone. Food is our medicine. Peace. Peace.